morning and happy Tuesday. Yep. I'm just sitting here editing. So hello again. So I'm now done uploading my video and I've started to get some stuff done around the house, and I've decided I am going to make a run to Costco. It's like 9:30 Tuesday morning. We are expecting thunderstorms starting later this afternoon into tomorrow. And my days off are Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I have plans Thursday morning, so we're going to do a Costco run today. So I will take it on for that, show you what I'm buying. Not sure where else I'm going yet. I'm still back and forth with, do I want to stop at Whole Foods while I'm over there because it's over in Lancaster. But before I go, I want to actually start dinner at 9:30 in the morning. I'm starting it so early because I am making some beef ribs. So I bought 3 layers here of ribs. They're individually already separated for me that I bought at my farmer's market last Friday. So I'm going to season them up with some spice rub that I already have. You've seen me make my own spice rubs before, but again, I want to use some stuff up, so I'm going to use this. It's literally only salt, spices, dehydrated garlic, paprika, and dehydrated onion. So it's pretty basic. It's Stubbs brand. So that's what I'm going to season everything with. I'm going to wrap them in foil, and we're going to pop them in a 250-degree oven before I leave. Flower beds did look good until all these little, what do you call them, whirligigs? Helicopters? Whatever you call them little things, all came down. And now they're all over my mulch. So hopefully, when everything dries out, because everything's super wet right now, they will grow away. All right, I will start with Costco. Needless to say, I'm home. So I picked up a little over 2 pounds of haddock, a little over 1.5 pounds of halibut, and about 1 3/4 pounds of mahi-mahi. And this is 4.5 pounds of rib. That is going to be Mother's Day dinner tomorrow night. I am making a big prime rib roast, obviously, for my mom and my grandma for Mother's Day. It'll be Wednesday, I know, but I have to work on Mother's Day. So, we're celebrating 4 days early. I picked up 1 pound of spinach. We are having a very heavy dinner tomorrow, so I'm going to do a cookie tray tomorrow night. For the ladies. So this is one of the cookies that I bought at Costco. The ingredients looked pretty good. These are toasted coconut flavor, obviously, but they are non-GMO, no corn syrup, no hydrogenated oils, no artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. Oh, my receipt's stuck fast, but so there's the ingredients. Again, they look pretty good. Soy lecithin is a stabilizer, so you need that just to kind of like a tiny bit of a preservative, and it's way down the last thing on the list, so I know it's minimal. So that's part of tomorrow's dessert. Got a big old watermelon and some Honeycrisp apples. And here is what I picked up at Whole Foods. So I got some rosemary and some thyme and a bulb of garlic. That's going to be for my rib roast tomorrow. I needed Parmesan, so I got a container of shredded Parm, some gluten-free bow ties, some organic ramen noodles. To go with the coconut cookies, I picked up just a tiny container of lacy almond chocolate cookies and some snickerdoodles. Again, these are from Whole Foods, made in their bakery. I don't know about these, but I know these are. I'm gonna bake some sweet potatoes. I already have one, so I needed 2 more for tomorrow. Some broccoli that I'm going to make for tomorrow's dinner. I'm going to cut that and wash it and prep it now, because this is just gonna take up way too much space in the fridge. 2 more of the epic meat sticks for Mike, a Wagyu beef steak, and a sriracha chicken. A container of tzatziki sauce, a vanilla yogurt, and some sprouted grain English muffins. Getting hungry. It's like 1:15, so this is going to be my lunch. It's a yogurt bowl. It's some vanilla yogurt with some raspberries and some blackberries and granola. For breakfast, I had my piece of my leftover sausage, egg, and cheese casserole from Sunday. And I'm going to catch up on my girl Jennifer from In With Jen. If you haven't checked her out, you need to if you're developing any kind of a personal development plan. She is amazing. She's just average like you and me. She's not famous. She just is awesome in her goal setting and never cheating and just a go-get-it girl. Very motivational. So I'm gonna take a break. Her video is 43 minutes long. That's my break. All right, I just took these ribs out of the oven. They have been in for 5 hours. They're completely done. Like, I had to sample a bite and it just falls right apart. I feel like I could use a little more seasoning. But on the other hand, I think I'm gonna put some barbecue sauce on at the last minute. So, again, they're done. It's only 2:30. So I'm just gonna cover them back up and put them back in the oven. And then right before we eat, I'm going to put some of my barbecue sauce on them and shove them under the broiler to brown them real good. Oh, but talk about tender. Oh. like 10 after 3. I realized a little bit ago that in order to do this prime rib tomorrow, I need a specific pan that I don't have. It's a roaster pan, but it's one that has the rack in it. I have to have that for this rib roast. You can't have the rib laying in something. It has to be in this rack. And I got on the website for Costco because I figured that would be the cheapest place to buy it in our area. So I did a curbside pickup order for that. Plus, I need to replace one of my bathroom rugs that my husband got spray foam insulation on and ruined my rug. And they have those 50% off right now, and that's where I got my rug, was at Boscov's. So I get both items available for curbside pickup at Boscov's in York. I was going to send Mike there on his way home because he will be driving past it. And every time I put a credit card or a debit card, no matter what card I put in, it says we are unable to verify your payment. If the problem persists, please call our shop by phone line. Well, after trying multiple times, knowing full well I have money, I call the number, can't get through. I'm just on hold. Well, there's a chat option. I start typing in the chat box. As soon as I hit send, it says, sorry we missed you, try back later. So now I'm like irritated. I don't want to have to leave the house tomorrow because they're still calling for the storms in the morning, and I just don't feel like going away tomorrow. You know, I want to stay home for a day because I have other stuff I need to do and I got to get ready for dinner. Oh my Lord. So now I'm running about 16 miles round trip to get the damn roaster pan because no one would pick up the phone at Boscov's. One of my biggest pet peeves is suck-ass customer service. Like, sorry for the language again, but oh my God, seriously? And I don't know if the issue is that nobody can find help anymore because no one wants to freaking work. I'm not quite sure what the deal is and why, and no matter what card I put in, it can't verify my payment. Is their system down? Do they just want to talk to me on the phone so that they can try to get me to get one of their credit cards? I don't know. I don't care. I just want my 2 items. Okay, I'm going to stop being bitter and mean now and let it go and go to the store. Alright, I'm back and I have my items. So here's the story I was given. Paid for my items with my debit card, like I put in online. They told me they couldn't verify it. They said, oh, well, the online order system is different from our system and it goes down a lot. I said, alright. So what about the chat feature not working? Well, the whole company's short on help. I said, alright. I said, so if I'd have called in here and give you the items, you could have picked it out for me and I could have still done curbside pickup. Well, first of all, the item numbers online. Sorry. They said the item numbers. Oh my God, Michelle. She said the item numbers online are not the same as the item numbers in the store for the same item. So they can't even cross-reference that. I'd have to give a description of the item if I'm calling in about it. Sorry. Let me make sure he didn't want me. He didn't want me. He kept going. So I said, all right, could I have done a curbside pickup that way? No, they can only be done online. Your people are killing me. Just killing me. But anyway, I got my items. Now I'm going home again. I'm back. And would you know, after all that bitching that I just did I not buy the wrong size rug. They had 3 sizes. I bought the small one and I needed the medium one. Some days, girl, you just should stay in bed. Hopefully dinner goes a little better. So that's what I'm working on now. I'm going to saute up some veggies to eat with our ribs. So I'm doing a combination of radishes, which when they are sliced up and fried, sauteed, they taste like a potato. Don't believe me? Try it. I don't like radishes. Radishes are like, no, especially raw. No, no, no. But I'm telling you, you fry them up, it's like eating a tater. It is, without the carbs. So I'm gonna do radishes and like 1 or 2 of these little sweet peppers and some asparagus. So let's get slicing and dicing. That dinner was scrumptious. We ate every bit of those vegetables, and I have 3 of the ribs left. That's it. And I already took all that meat off the bone. Well, you just pick the little bones up and it just falls off. It was so good, so good. So Mike and I just hung out the rest of the evening. We watched an episode of Good Girls. That's the show we're currently watching on Netflix. And yeah, that's kind of it. So I'm not going to end the video here. I'm going to keep it going. So I will see you in the morning, and we'll be making that prime rib tomorrow. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. 11:15, so it's soon not morning anymore. So I am getting ready for my dinner for Mother's Day, which I'm having tonight. And my mother and my grandmother are coming over. And I explained earlier, I'm making prime rib. We're having baked sweet potatoes. I'm having some broccoli, not cauliflower. A cookie tray. And I'm also gonna cut my watermelon then. So let me show you what I've been doing so far. So right now I'm in the middle of baking cookies. They look like chocolate chip, but they are not. They are espresso chip. So I use the cookie batter for Nestle Toll House chocolate chip cookies, but I put espresso chips in instead. So I have a tray in now. These are done. I have a little bit more batter in the oven. I'm washing up serving plates and bowls that sit in my storage room, and it's not that they were dirty, but they were dusty. So this is going to display my cookies. I'm going to put watermelon in each of these, one on each end of the table when we eat dessert. My broccoli is going to go in here, still wet. And I started working on the table. So nothing exciting. I gotta close my computer back there yet. But my flower that normally sits in the middle of my table is gonna be too high for us to see around to talk. So I moved this lower plant over here that used to sit on that table and then moved my centerpiece there. So no need to go buy anything, just move stuff around in the house. I'm not putting plates on the table because of what we are having. The prime rib will be cut to order from the kitchen. So that's what I've been up to. All right, are you ready to learn how to make a killer piece of prime rib? Hope so, because I'm gonna show you. Let's get started. The first thing I'm gonna do is get my garlic herb butter prepped. So for that, I'm going to be using some fresh thyme, some fresh rosemary, some fresh garlic, and some salt and pepper. So here I have a beautiful 5-pound rib roast, and then I have my roaster pan with the rack in it, and we are going to cover this roast completely with this yummy garlic herb butter mixture. And once you've got it all completely covered, we're going to lay that right in our roaster pan. You can imagine all that yummy butter and herb flavor just cooking down all through this. And then of course in the pan you're going to have some fabulous drippings. All right, I'm a mess. So you've done the hardest part. That's it. So when I put that in the oven, it's going into a 500-degree oven, and it is only going to cook for 5 minutes per pound. So my 5-pound roast is only going to cook for 25 minutes at 500 degrees. I know what you're thinking, but hear me out. At the end of that 25 minutes, I'm gonna turn the heat off, and that roast is going to sit in that oven for another 2 hours. During that 2 hours, don't be tempted to open that oven door, not even for one little peek. You want none of that residual heat to escape at all. And then after that 2 hours of just sitting in there, you're gonna pull out a perfect prime rib roast. Trust me. Stand by. All right, here it is. Oh, let me get some big forks to get that out. Oh, that's
like that?
Pretty. Yeah. Oh, that's a beautiful piece of meat. Now, oh. Is that not a thing of perfection? Oy vey. Well, I think that's gonna do it. That dinner was fabulous, and that giant tray of cookies that I had, and I had some of the coconut ones and the espresso ones that weren't even fitting on the tray. I sent every single cookie home with my mother and my grandmother. So they are out of my house, so not tempting me or Mike at all. So yeah, win-win. I got to snack on a couple tonight, treat myself a little bit for my Mother's Day as well, and then she got everything else. So I'm gonna end this video here. Give that prime rib a try if you're brave. Oh my God, it was so good. So I got my prime rib fix for the year as well, because that's something I don't eat a lot of, obviously. And prime rib is gonna be a fattier cut of beef, but it's okay, it's all good. So thanks for hanging out with me for my last 2 days. I will talk to you soon. Good night.